y'all, this is video 4 in the Disabled Diaries. And again, I'm wearing the same clothes because a lot of this has been written down and I'm just kind of sharing it as in one. I'm just recording it in one feed. We are not so poor that we've no longer done laundry and sold all our clothes. It's just that. So I just want to remind you of that. So this is the 4th video in the Disabled. It's 4th or 5th. Hell, I can't remember. Anyways, I'm talking about some of the things that we've done to cut costs. I have an 18-year-old son who is a little bit of a narcissist. He's got it honest. Hello. Look at me. But he's also got that, expected teenage kind of idea in life. He's a senior. He'll be 19 in June. He's 18 now. He was held back when he was younger. He's actually doing pretty good, much better than he has in the past, but he ain't rolling out a 3.5 GPA. And he definitely ain't no 4.0. And he ain't spending a bunch of time studying. So we have 3 vehicles. One of them was a work vehicle that we took off the road because my husband obviously can't be in construction. And so we are down to the 2 family vehicles that we had. And in the process of when we renewed our insurance, we told our son, hey, you're 18. You're within walking distance of the school. You're within walking distances of several jobs. Not to mention, it's the flippin' holiday season. Go get a seasonal job. We've been on him for months to get a job. Well, because of our financial situation, we've said, hey, here are what your options are. You can keep your license if you get a job and pay for the insurance yourself and pay for the gas for the vehicle that you drive when you drive it. And go to school at the same time. Or, since you're not trying to make school a high priority, you can go ahead and get your GED, join the military like you plan, or get your GED and get a job somewhere, or start some community college and get a job. These are what your options are, but at this point, we are no longer paying for your gas to run around, your gas to drive to school that's within walking distance, your gas to do those things that you want to do in your insurance. We just can't afford it. It's not fair. We shouldn't have to pay for it. And, being from someone who's worked since I was 13, my husband worked since he was young. We both moved out before we were 18 years old. And we're extremely self-reliant. We felt like these were, viable options. We don't want him to quit his school. We want him to get a part-time job or try to get a part-time job. But just because of therapy that we've had with his particular issues, it's important for us to say, here are what your options are. This is what we suggest you do. This is what we would like for you to do, but this is your choice, and here are your choices. So please don't mistake me in saying that we are trying to encourage our son to quit school. We are trying to say, here are what your choices are. This is what you should do because of our particular situation. So his response to that was, to my husband, he says, I can't believe you're being so selfish. You are trying to tell me to quit school when I'm so close to graduating. Which wasn't what we said. Typical high school teenage manipulator. Hello? And, we were just really frustrated with the whole situation, and we just left, and we haven't said anything else. And recently, he was like, okay, we got to get to... He's, trying to get his brother, because they ride to school together. He's like, okay, we got to get going, because, I got to get you there. And he's trying to, manipulate that we have to let him drive so that we're not inconvenienced. And it's for me as a parent, I think that all too often, because we don't want to be inconvenienced, or I've been guilty of this at least, that I'm not teaching my children valuable lessons. And so I just said, look, if it's raining or snowing, I'll drive you to school. I'm probably going to be in PJs, but hey, at least you didn't get them wet. Yeah, it's an inconvenience, but I'm a parent. That's my freaking job. And of course he was just, and my husband's like, if it ain't raining or snowing or below a certain degree, you can walk to school. Layers. There's tons of other kids around here doing it. So that was just a recent experience with the teenage element of the Disabled Diaries. What kind of experiences have you guys had? How have you handled them? I'd love your support. Bye, y'all.